Now let's get some reaction from the region now. Mohamed Hegazy is the former Assistant Foreign Minister of Egypt. So Ambassador Hegazy, great to have you there. So how dangerous are these moments for the Middle East? I mean, many people are asking the same question. Are we on the brink of a wider regional war?
I hope not. Tonight the Security Council definitely will issue his statement of the danger it poses on the world peace and security. It is it is a very dangerous situation, which is in its beginning. This is few hours since the Israelis and the Americans has attacked the Iranian. And the Iranian reaction was expected, but the escalation of the situation is in the two parties' hand. The Israelis have started a while ago the second wave, and the Iranian will definitely retaliate. And they have this time reached different capitals in the Gulf region, as well as attacking Israel itself. I think they are calculating their reaction, not to drag the situation where the Israeli wants an overall war, where the United States will take the lead and behind Israel will do some strikes here and there to maybe gain some points on the missile defenses of Iran or on the leadership casualties that they have inflicted on Iran since the morning. So this situation is unnecessary escalation of violence, a new war that will drag the whole region to a dangerous situation that will benefit only Israel. I don't think the United States, that was very close to reach an agreement in Geneva, and then in the third round that was expected in Vienna a few days from now, they should have given, as Badr Bousaidi, the foreign minister of Oman, said to the CBS broadcast yesterday, that diplomacy needs time to achieve its goal, which is very clear and seen in front of us. So dragging the situation to this military escalation, you ignite a war and you don't know when you will end it and with which casualties. I think what is required now is a revival of channel of diplomacy, is of a clear talk in the Security Council, in a call for a ceasefire that will lead everybody to claim some sense and balance. The Israelis might say that we have eliminated more threats from the Iranian defense missile system, and maybe the Iranian would say that we did not fall, our regime is still intact. Unless the Israeli push the situation and the American to what they call it regime change. Iran is not Venezuela, and the road will be very difficult, and the casualties will be hefty on all of us, not only the people living in the region or in the Gulf, but worldwide, because today you heard about the closure of Hormuz, and tomorrow maybe you'll hear about Bab el-Mandeb, and then the regionalization. Remember that, the regionalization of the conflict with Hezbollah and Houthi and the Straits, the whole world will pay a price for the wrong ambition of Israel that tries as much to put the Americans, as they have successfully made them on the forefront of the war on the past 12 days war, and today in this very unimaginable, for no reason war that will drag the whole Gulf and the whole world energy security, and it will destabilize a region that has been destabilized many times because of Gaza, because of Syria, because of Lebanon, and above all,
Ambassador, I think all parties could foresee the possible consequences and the repercussions. But still, only a few days ago, the United States and Iran were engaged in indirect nuclear talks. And do you think diplomacy has failed? And do you think that both sides will go back to the negotiating table at some point?
I think we have to keep our channel open. President Macron have announced his position very clear and called for the Security Council meeting. And I think Egypt also, just yesterday, we've been talking with Witkoff, with Arakji, with the IAEA Secretary General, and we've been talking to the parties, coordinating with Oman. We should keep our diplomatic channel open whenever there is a need. At least the two parties, after they will realize that inflicting damage happened before in the 12 days war that happened between Israel, America, and Iran. And today they are repeating the same thing. Maybe we are on the 13th day of the same war. Each party think that he can impose his view on the other by using force, not understanding that the use of force is not the only tool to reach consensus over each body's concern. I think a renewal of the discussion will bring us to a settlement between Iran and the United States, and maybe Israel after this war can say that I have eliminated the Iranian threat. But you have to understand also that many reasons have led us to this situation. Above all, the mentality of Benjamin Netanyahu that feels all the time threatened by the condemnation of the Israeli public opinion after the 7th of October. The mentality that think that the new election is much more important than lives in the Middle East, in Lebanon, Syria, or in Yemen. And the mentality of President Trump that think that you can gain access to world economic and energy sources done in Venezuela, and he threatening Cuba, and today he's trying with Iran. But Iran is a deep-rooted old nation. It's not Venezuela.
Oh, thank you very much, Ambassador. That is Mohamed Hegazy, former Assistant Foreign Minister of Egypt.